What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I think it's about time to start tearing into this Savage 21. Not sure how much Savage you get for under $100, but I know what I got. It's not good. Let's take a look at it. Alright, first things first. This Savage 21 body, it's all together, but it's cracked up pretty bad. I'm not going to be reusing this. I'll hang on to it. It's still worth having, but not going to use it. Next, the tires. This has Traxxas tires on it, and as far as I'm concerned, we don't mix our Traxxas with our HPIs. What Traxxas did to HPI was a shame, so I'm not going to give them the courtesy of being on such a cool truck. Yep, came with the Traxxas Sport Trax Talons, but they're not even any good. These things are about as dry as they come. You can see the foam right through them. These tires are shot, so gonna have to add that to the list. New wheel and tire coming up. Alright, goal for the day today is I want to take this engine out and take a look at it. That's probably going to be the biggest deal, whether or not that works. As far as expense wise, that engine's probably going to be the most expensive part, so I want to hit that up first. I don't know if anybody knows more about these than I do. Well, probably everybody knows more about these things than I do. I've never had a Savage. But this cage is not from a Savage 21. Anybody know, is that off a newer X? This thing's a mutant. There's parts from all different kinds of Savages on this. Let me know in the comments, what's this from? Alright, now we get a better look at that engine. It's an axial nitro engine. Not sure if it's a .28 or a .32. Has a rather interesting exhaust setup they put on it. Looks like they bent the hell out of it and bent it to go backwards. A couple of stinger pieces hanging out the back here. I'm guessing this had rear exhaust at one point, but now it has no exhaust. Air filter housing is there. No air filter element whatsoever. Carburetor looks like the boot's in good shape. Let's get this thing out and take a closer look. Well, it looks like to me like some butchers got to this one. The engine itself is not in bad shape. It's fairly clean, but if you can see here, these motor mounts, somebody tried to drill smaller holes in them. Looks like they tried to use small block mounts. That's not even the bad side. Look at this. The whole back section of that motor mount plate is completely snapped off. They drilled it, cracked it, and it broke off. Explains why there's only 2 screws holding it in. Should probably only be able to use 2 out of 3. What a shame. What a shame. All they had to do is switch the motor mount. There was no need for that. Well, let's get the head off and see if it's even any good. Well, the head was not loose, so that was a good thing. One thing I did notice while taking a look at this also is this has a 3-shoe style clutch in it with a vented bell. Is this stock? I would never really see them much with a vented bell. Leave me in some comments down below if this is stock. But let's take a look at it. Head button. Looks like it's in good shape. It's got some oil on it. That's good. Probably had some after run oil, at least ran through it. Let's see where the pinch starts. Right about there. I don't see any type of gouging inside the sleeve. Sleeves looks nice and clean. A little bit of oil on top of the piston, but that's just from the after run oil that was probably ran in it. So somebody did care at one point before they decided to drill it out and destroy it. I do not know if this is a .28 or a .32. Go get the mic out. Let's take a look. Okay, supposedly anything over, it's about 19.5 millimeter. That's the bore size for the 32. So I'm going to zero this out. Let's take a look. 19 and some change. Got ourselves a .32. Why would they do that to that engine? Such an awesome engine. Looks like it's in great shape, and they drilled it out because of the wrong motor mount. I'm going to use it. I'm going to try to come up with a plan. I don't know if I'm going to try to fix the block somehow. I'm not going to weld it, because you start welding and getting heat into this thing, you're going to warp the crap out of it. Maybe like a JB weld, or maybe I'll just run the 3 screws. The 3 screws should be enough. I don't know. I think that'd be enough. Leave me something in the comments. You think the 3 screws would be enough just to run this? I'd hate to not use this engine just because some butcher got creative. Alright, well that's it for me today. I don't know. I think this is going to be pretty cool. I didn't pay a lot for it, so I didn't expect much, but on the plus side, it was cheap, and it came with a .32 that someone tried to murder. I think 3 bolts will hold that in enough, and it still has a lot of compression. I don't believe putting it on a shelf's really worth it. I'm going to run it. If the motor dies or it cracks off the rest of the way, I'll replace it. I have other engines. But yeah, if you know anything more about that cage that's on it, that looks like a newer style, because they just had a little aluminum bar as far as I know, and if that clutch bell is that aftermarket, it's a 16 tooth, by the way. Other than that, let's keep going with it. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. If not, leave me a comment. Tell me I suck. I'm cool with that. Thanks for watching.